babe. Hello.
You need to work on your intro.
What am I supposed to say?
Hello. You were like, take me to your leader.
So what am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, what up? What it do? Hello, people.
Hey, YouTube. So, we are going to do a recap of our day. It was, kind of eventful. I probably should have vlogged it, but I would have ran out of room on my camera.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Vlogging means us out in the day actually doing it.
Out on the field.
Yeah.
Following us around. And then I could have got that creep. Should we start with him first? So.
Which one?
Gosh, it was all over today. Yes, when we was in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could. So, it's just, I'm going to try not to jump all over the place to keep me in check.
Okay.
So, one of the creepy, it was a group of them. We were in the food court. We were leaving. And I saw them eyeballing me from afar. And I was walking up. You would think they knew me.
I thought they did.
They was, doing one of these, followed me. So, I was like, hello. Shoot. There's hello. And I think they might have been all of a different ethnicity. Like in that
Been me and you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I won't say what they were, but yeah, because I don't, want to be racist. Then we were at Homegoods.
You won't be racist.
I won't. If I
For
said
saying
that.
what their ethnicity
Well, then,
is?
no, you're right. But I was gonna follow it up with something else. So I decided, in my mind, I went somewhere else.
Okay.
Because it's happened in that group of people. Like the other day, I heard one of them say, and I wanted to say something. I felt some type of way about that. Like, who does that?
Well, she's talking about Hispanic people. It was a Hispanic group of men in the food court at the mall that was staring her down like they'd never seen a black lady before.
And there was a few of them that walked past. In fact, it was that white chick that had the coral color maxi skirt with her thong showing. Not that it was at the top, you can see her black. She was white, and you know that you're supposed to wear drawers. I say drawers, not panties. I wear drawers.
Underwear.
Anyway, so you're supposed to wear them close to your skin tone so it doesn't show through when you're wearing light colored clothes. And it was it wasn't meant to be sheer, but it was a thin material, and it was black. She was wearing a black thong. You can see it. You can see it. And when we tried to walk out, when we walked out, she was standing by the door in the parking lot, rather, and we tried to walk past her so she could see it, but
yeah, well, I
missed
didn't see it.
It was something to see. So that was the mall. So we went to Homegoods, and how did it start? When we first walked in, there was a few of them.
Yeah, it was two guys there that said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" But they were staring at her the whole time, so I was like, I don't care what.
And then I saw them again.
Yeah.
When we were, looking around, it was a few of them that looked like they picked up a couple other people to look like. Oh, I felt like an animal for a minute. So, then again, we're kind of in the same area. Here he come again. Yeah. So this
it was like a ringleader of the group that kept coming by.
Well, no, it was just him at this point. There ain't no customers over there for you to help or whatever. So he walked past. And I was this close to saying, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, but he's the one who's supposed to say it because he works at Homegood. He has on a name tag and everything, and he keeps walking by staring. He could walk by and say, "Ma'am, can I help you find anything?" Something, make some small talk. But he was acting like a creep.
Yes, he was. So when he walked past, I was going to say something, so I smiled instead. Which she felt was inviting. It wasn't meant to be inviting.
You should have seen her smile. It was like, hi.
No, it wasn't. It was not all of that. It was not.
Yeah, it was.
It was like I laughed in my head at myself for what I wanted to really say to him. So
she should have been looking at him like this.
It started out that way, So then I had to laugh. So then he walked past, and then he came back again. And then we were on the other side of the store, and guess who it was? Yes. And he's tall, so there's no way of missing him.
Right.
So, he was looking. So I stopped talking to her. So I'm like, yeah, so what do you think about the... Yes. So he, like, way yonder, it was like, what's your name? I said, what? What's your name?
Why?
It was like dead silence, and he was looking at me like he didn't know what to do because, I was trying to decide what I was going to tell. I was trying to figure out, how I was going to respond. But I wanted to say it's none of your business. It's not going to go that far, so why you need to know all that? Anytime that a guy asked me that, I just wanted to shut it down. So, but then I don't want to hurt their feelings. So anyway, so I'm like, you going to ask me that from all, he was down the aisle. You working? You on the clock trying to hit on customers? Where they do that at?
Homegood.
So eventually, and he was, his teeth was a little busted, so maybe he was, kind of self-conscious. So I was like, yeah, I seen you stalking me. You should have seen like how his eyebrows like scrunched, like, no, she did. He was great to deny it, but you couldn't. Like, I saw you. Exactly. Like I said, you tall, standing over it. Hello. And what'd you say when you came out into the aisle?
What did I say? Hell, I forgot.
Yeah, you said something like, I saw you creeping. She was in the aisle, came out into the aisle.
I'm that friend.
Put him on blast. So then after that, I still saw him a couple more times, and he made his way. So he was doing stuff throughout the store. And it's time to check out. Guess where he was at?
At the checkout counter.
Hello. So,
but not behind the register. What you up there for? Because you see us up there?
I mean, he wasn't working. He was just standing there. So I don't know what his position was in that store, but there was 2 entrances, and he thought we was going to be going out near him, so we went out the other way. And I wanted to say, hey, I thought he was going to meet me in my damn car.
Exactly, go on his 15-minute break. Oh, they leaving. I got to go. Hey, I'm finna clock out. Yeah.
Gosh, so that was an event. The other event, I went to get my car serviced today at the dealership.
Yes. How long we there? We was there 6 hours.
Oh,
they told us we was
gosh.
going to take an hour and a half.
And I asked, look, is it going to an hour and a half, hour 15, 2 hours? What is it going to be? He said an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 30. My appointment is at 11 o'clock, and we left like at 2:30, something like that.
Right.
So I was going to give it to him, but it was just so much going on. So I had bought my car from the same dealership, saw a guy that was from there. We started kicking it. And I say that because he started off like, I remember you. You're from Jersey, ain't
From when
you?
she bought the car originally a year ago.
Yes. And so, we
And he's from Jersey too. And, me, I'm standing in the background like, okay, well, whatever.
Don't mind me.
No.
So we were talking about that. We were talking about the car. And then where did it go? Where did it go from there? It was hot as hell outside.
Yes.
So it's like we took it inside, maybe. No, we looked at a couple cars, but it was just wasting time. We was going to be out there for an hour. So,
and you could tell he was flirting heavily. He didn't even acknowledge me. How you don't see my bright ass? Okay? I'm standing right here by her. He's just talking to her like I'm invisible. I could be in the market for a car too. You don't know. You don't know who I am. Yeah, exactly.
Not a good salesman in that aspect. So he knows his stuff about cars, and the dealership next to them was having a
customer appreciation.
So we went over there and got some free food while we was waiting.
Hello. Free is her favorite price.
Yes,
Yeah, it was another customer in there named Michael Jackson. He was talking about how he was on the drum line in the 80s. Now, mind you, this is an old man. He said he went to a high school with a celebrity, and he was just talking. But he's the type of talker where he's saying something, but you can't make out what it is. And he laughs at everything after he says it. So me and her were laughing at the fact that...
like, oh my gosh, I went to Walmart, and could you believe that wheel was broke? So yeah, he laughed at everything.
Everything that he says. Yeah. So me and Aisha are laughing at each other just because, first of all, we can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah, and she was saying, because we were sitting in the lounge area, she was closer. I was like, okay, well, maybe she could make out what he's
I couldn't make out what his ass was saying.
Oh my gosh. We was, hoping someone would come save us. And they did. So there was this other guy, salesperson, that he had drumsticks. So we was like, what are you're a sales guy, what are you doing outside with drumsticks? Like, where do you do that at? So he said that he had like a little pad that he could play drumsticks on. He's like, okay, cool. Well, we want to hear. Again, we're burning time, waiting for my car to get done. Mm-hmm. So he takes me to the counter to the side of the showroom where the finance people are at.
Right.
Take it away.
So he's playing the drums on the little Simon Says type thing. I don't even know what it was. What do you call
it? It's like
that?
A little drum pad. I don't know.
A drum pad. I don't know. I've never seen one like it. But anyway, he did a great job, and he knows how to do the tricks with the sticks or whatever you call the things that you hold in your hand. So then all the guys that are in finance like pounce on her. What was that analogy you gave? Like they were the lions and
that
she
was a fresh
the,
piece of meat. Oh my god.
She was the Giselle.
Yes. The weakling. Yes. They saw me as like
they
a
did
little, like a little gazelle that was weak in the back of the pack. We gonna get her ass.
Exactly.
So when they asked me, it's like, "Can you look at it by a car?" And I was looking, I just hesitated, which I wasn't. I just gave just basically kind of the indirect go ahead. It wasn't. And I mean, it was like 3 of them, plus the other dude that was playing the drums. So we thought, we didn't pay him no more. We thought he was just a little kid that just graduated.
Yeah, because he looked young.
He did. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he put his game face on, and I was like, back up.
He changed. He grew up into a grown man after he played those drums.
He was like, this is about business. So after that, he was like, all right, I don't even know what he said, how he did it. Like, we were following him back to a table to sit down to pull up some numbers. And on the way back over there, I was like, Michelle, where we going?
How did we get drugged over here?
How did we get over?
But that's how salesmen are.
Yes, and I don't get got, and I felt got. So next thing you know, we sit down, pull up my information. So he go get the other guy that we were originally talking to, and he handed me off to him because we were originally kicking it. And
the guy from Jersey.
Yes, and he his game kind of switched. Like, he knows about cars, but when it came down
he don't know about numbers.
He
was at a loss for words. He had to ask other salesmen, well, what does this mean on the paper? When she asked for a printout of all the numbers, trade-in value, rebates, and all this kind of stuff. I've never bought a car, so I was just sitting there looking, I don't know, lost perhaps.
Learning.
But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to.
Yeah, I didn't. He was kind of stuck. Like, he was, looking on the paper like he couldn't read. I hope you don't watch this.
Well, we're not naming names, so it don't matter.
Yes. You know how when you try to sound out a word? I'm like, so, we're trying to help him out. Maybe you should ask somebody else. So someone else came over and they explained it. And anyway, so I did not buy a car. And what it was I was going to get a brand new car with 0% financing, but then I have to add on extra, numbers and crap. If you know anything about buying cars, you can put it together. I didn't want to make my loan larger than it already was. So,
right.
After 6 hours, like you said, I went and wound up just getting done what I needed to get done, and then, we left. So that pretty much was the highlight of the day. Thanks for watching. Maybe we'll do some more videos, I'm sure, together.
Yes, it'll be fun. We've been talking about doing videos together for how many years have we known each other now?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Finally.
And then y'all see me with my real hair because I'm pretty sure y'all know this.
No, because you can be telling my secrets. We can't be doing that.
What?
You just happen to be pretty know what? What you going to say? No, let me shut it down right now. No, you're going to be putting me out there like that.
And that's the conclusion of our day.
That's it. That's all, folks.